How's it going, gang? Chris Cards back. 1984 Topps Progress Report time. That's autograph Progress Report time. We've got 10 cards going in today. And if you want to see my poor dollar total go up and you take some sort of joy in that, you will love this video. Probably the most expensive cards going in today as far as private signing costs and all that stuff. I might have some more in the future with some more of the vintage guys, but I don't know. This is a tough one, but I'm going to get through it, guys, with your help. Thanks for joining me. Stats are up in the upper left-hand corner. As you can see, the first card going in is going to be Lloyd Moseby. Lloyd Moseby here. Private signing. I needed 5 Lloyd Moseby cards. You'll see him later on as well. A couple more times, actually. $11 a card for Lloyd Moseby. Sent 5 cards, $55. Came back signed beautifully. Right between Nepper and Spillner. There you guys go. Bill Dolly going in. Bill Dolly, 1983 All-Star inscription on this card. Probably my only TTM. Actually got one more TTM here. One more just plain Jane TTM. Of course, I do add $1 for shipping stamps back and forth, even though it's more than $1 now, but Bill Dolly, I just needed one card signed by him, and there you guys go. Looks good. Next card going in is a beaut. It's Alejandro Peña, inscribed 1981, 1988, and 1995 World Series champion. I think I just asked him to inscribe 3 times WSC, but he wrote them all out on here on this 1984 Topps Tiffany card. You will see me get this back on Mondays through the mail Monday, of course. Filming these out of order, but there you guys go. Not much of a signature on there. He usually does a little bit better than that. But $3 a card for Alejandro Peña. I also sent him a bunch of 87 Topps Tiffany cards and did not inscribe any of those. So, of course, I'm going to have to resend him an 87 Topps Tiffany card and $3. And I'm going to hopefully get the same inscription on that Tiffany card so they match. Alejandro Peña, there you guys go. Next page, Pat Tabler, Pat the Bat Tabler, private signing. $12 a card. Mr. Clutch, Mr. Grand Slam. There he goes, right between Vern Rule and the Candyman. Again, next page, Dave Tobick here. Dave, another TTM signer, our second and last just plain Jane free TTM signer on this page. And of course, I've already forgotten where he goes, right down here in the middle. Perfect. Very tiny signature on Dave. Lloyd Moseby, once again, $11 a card. Private signing, of course. Right next to Hall of Famer Ted Simmons. Nice to get another Hall of Fame card or All-Star card sign here. There's Lloyd, Jim Rice, George Brett's going to be tough. Lamar Hoyt. Got him signed already. Scott Olger, another TTM card. I lied. I had one more TTM going in. Scott Olger here next to Ray Burse. Great signer. Rod Carew, Hall of Famer Rod Carew, just back at a recent private signing. $65 a card plus $10 for the JSA here. Rod Carew, who you will see on a new private signing video, not out yet. It will be out next Saturday. That's Saturday, February 7th. Next page, we've got Lloyd Moseby going in again, as well as Dave Steeb. Dave Steeb, I got this way back in TTMM 92, back when I was still putting my private signing returns in the Through the Mail Monday videos, way back in 92. He was $20 for his signature, and of course Lloyd was $11, so $31 all in on this nice dual-signed Blue Jays batting and pitching leaders card. Beautiful. Love getting those dual signs completed. Don't have too many of them done. Usually one guy on those cards. That's kind of difficult. And the last card going in, gang, is a big one. It's going to be a tri-signed Bert Campaneris, Rod Carew, and Reggie Jackson. Bert was $5 through the mail. Rod Carew was $65. I did not spring for the extra $10 for authentication because I will probably eventually get this card authenticated and slabbed up through PSA. And of course, Reggie Jackson as well signed this card. Reggie was $100. So all in on this card was $170. Reggie is not 100 anymore. I was able to sneak this in when he was still 100. Let's throw this over here at the very end. Of course, we have Steve Carlton and Fergie Jenkins on this card up here that, of course, I will not get Tom on. And that is it, gang. We got another card tri-signed right here. We got Raleigh, Jim Palmer, and Ron Guidry on that card. Quisenberry can't get. Gossage. So I can get a few of them. I mean, if they're in the book, I'm pretty much done with them. So I got a few of them completed. But guys like Quisenberry and guys like Seaver, not going to get. So bummer, I won't be able to get them. Will I eventually? Let's say in 5 years' time, I fill this up as much as I can. And yes, guys, I do buy deceased players off eBay. You know, I look at signatures, and I'm not an authenticator, but you can kind of see if something's off, I don't buy it. If it looks like a lot of the through the mail returns or other cards or official Topps autographs, I usually pull the trigger. And of course, the feedback and the reputation, of course, of the eBay seller comes into play as well. So I will buy some, like this Del Crandall. He's no longer with us. I actually think I have a Del Crandall signed card I bought off eBay. So anyway, it is what it is. I will buy deceased players. Hopefully I never gave the impression I would never buy deceased players. I just like sourcing everybody I possibly can. And all the guys that are no longer with us, I'll worry about them later because this is a long-term project. And I can worry about those guys later because those cards aren't going anywhere. All these guys have signed a bunch. There's a few rare ones, of course, that I can't get signed, or they only signed very few. Again, I'll deal with that later. I'll figure it out, or I won't figure it out. I don't have to, I'm a bit of a completionist, but, I know my limits, and I know some guys you just can't get. So, I'm not going to get a 1987 Topps throwback of Roberto Clemente. It's just not going to happen. Turn back the clock card. So, anyway, stuff like that I will buy, but like I said, I'm going to save that for later. I occasionally look online and see what I can find, but I don't make it a priority because I still have so many cards to send out, just regular old cards to send out. So some of them are tough. Like Ozzie Smith doesn't sign cards anymore. Is it Ozzie or Cal Ripken? Someone doesn't sign cards anymore, which is crazy, but they have private signings. I think it's Cal. And I can't get cards signed because they don't sign trading cards because I guess they have a deal with Fanatics and they just, for whatever reason, that's not part of the deal. So they're not supposed to. So even if they're alive, it might be hard to get them to sign. I'm not going to wait for Cal to be 90 and do a signing and not be a part of Fanatics anymore because he might always be a part of Fanatics. It might never happen. So I might find an official buyback from Topps or something, autograph online. I've done that before. I did that actually with this Dave Steeb card in '84. I think I purchased a autographed '84 Topps buyback of Dave Steeb for like $8 or $9, and it was like, well, yeah, it's an '84 Topps card. It's signed by Dave Steeb. It's slabbed. It's in their little jewel case, their little magnetic looking thing. But I bought it. I paid $12 from a signing. Of course, as I told you, they're $20 a card for the signing, so I can't put them in my binder. That's another thing I'm going to think about. I think I can photograph. I'm going to try and photograph cards that are not in the binder because they're slabbed up. Here, I'll give you an example. Here you go. We've got Ozzie Smith, Mike LaValliere, and Saf on here. I don't even know his first name. Got them all three signed on here. I think this card was like $50 or $60. Pretty good deal considering you're not going to get Ozzie for that little alone. So I've got this card. Obviously, I can't put it in a binder. Can't make it look super cool. So I'm going to take a photo of it. Go to the Photomart at Target or Walmart, whoever got those little machines, those little kiosks, and print out a few different sizes and cut it down to the size so it actually fits in the sleeves here, the pockets. So I think that would look pretty cool. And I think that's a pretty good compromise for doing what I have to do. And then when I do that, I'll probably, the Reggie Jackson, the Burt, and the Rod Carew, I'll probably send that off. And I'll probably maybe send a few others off too. And just replace them with photos, just so you can still get the satisfaction of looking through the binder and seeing the photo and knowing you've got that filled in, but knowing the card's, safe in a slab somewhere and you're not you're not killing it on the binder. Although I think the binder damage is a little overstated. I've got cards from 1988 that I've had in binders, and I've moved them thousands of miles, and they're all fine. So I think these cards can handle going in a binder as long as you don't screw them up putting them in or taking them out. Anyway, guys, long enough video. Hope you guys liked it. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you actually Monday for Through the Mail Monday. Of course, you know one guy I'm getting back, Alejandro Peña. Gotten about 6 others back as well you'll be interested in. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. I haven't mentioned it yet, but yes, I haven't mentioned it yet, but yes, 74 tops, 84 tops, 87 tops, and 89 Upper Deck. I cycle between those sets every single Friday. And of course, Upper Deck, we're down to about 5 cards in a week just to kind of make that series run a little bit longer, probably 3 or 4 more episodes until I run out of cards to put in. And then, of course, I'm going to do a huge push on 89 Upper Deck, get those cards TTM and private signings, and try to get as many cards in there as I can. I pooled a ton of cards. Now I just got to send them out. So I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty on Upper Deck. I've got lots of tops, 84, 74, and 87 cards still to put in. So got months worth of videos for those still. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you.